I'm Ron Burgundy. And until next time, San Diego, go. Hello, I'm Andy.
I'm Phil.
That's Phil. It is garage sale season, and we're both excited. We love garage sale season more than I love Christmas. More than I love...
Well, it feels like every weekend is Christmas, doesn't it?
It really does.
Yeah.
Yeah. Every weekend is an adventure. Every weekend, you never know what you're going to find. Every Saturday I come home with bags of stuff. And it's different every weekend. It's different every Saturday, and it's a lot of fun.
And it's not always video game stuff. Today I found actually a few things that weren't even game related at all.
Yeah.
That are pretty cool, and I'll show you what I found. We're going to start with my day. I did not do great. I could have done a lot better. I also could have done worse, but I found some interesting game stuff here, so let's roll tape.
I have a question for you. Are you asking?
For everything.
Oh, okay.
For the.
Any other games, or is the only game?
That's the only.
What about any other games like older GameCube or 64?
No. Sorry.
PlayStation, nothing like that. No. Old Game Boys, DS's.
No. I used to. We had one last summer.
I'm looking for video games. Any old games, like old Nintendo or Sega games? No old Nintendo or Sega stuff?
No, our kids are little. Well, we have Nintendo 64.
Is that being played at all, or?
I play it with the guys.
Oh, you do? Do you have any games that you don't play anymore at all? That's what I'm looking for. Yeah. Can you think of any that just don't get played?
I can look at it.
Yeah, if you wouldn't mind.
We're going to keep the Mario.
Okay.
And Luigi and stuff.
Yeah.
But then there's
Do you know if they play this one?
Yeah, they play it, but you can, if you want it. I wouldn't know how much to sell them for.
Oh, I could. Maybe just make a little pile, and I can offer you some money. So this is a duplicate. You have two of them?
Oh, then you can have one.
What about that one? Do you know if they play that one? Because I definitely don't want to take something that they...
Yeah. Well, my youngest one is just starting to go into it. But if it's a duplicate one, then...
Well, this is a duplicate.
Yeah.
And then... let's see...
They don't play the soccer or the football.
Okay, so here's the soccer. They don't play Donkey Kong?
Yeah, they play.
Oh, they do play Donkey Kong.
They do. They don't play that one.
And then you said they didn't play that one.
Yeah, I'm trying to think if that's the one.
That's actually, it's not like Mario at all. It's really, most kids try it and they hate it.
Yeah, I remember.
They don't play baseball.
I think I'll keep this one.
Yeah, which one is Mega Man? Yeah, ooh, I'd really like to have that one, but...
Yeah, I think I'm going to hold on to this one.
Okay. What about Ninja Turtles? Are they there, Ninja Turtles? I could offer you $10 for these? Sure. Okay. Thank you, I appreciate that. Appreciate you bringing them out. Video games, anything like that?
The only thing that we have for video games is that's not even out. The DS, but I think we're going to get that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, nothing else that you're going to sell? PlayStations? Nothing like that? Okay.
We used to have one, I thought.
Oh, a Game Gear? Does that work?
Yeah, I don't know the power cord.
I actually have a power cord, and I don't have a working Game Gear.
Yeah, it only works, you just need a power cord. And it's got the extra battery in there, too.
Can I see it?
Yeah.
Would you be willing to sell it? And do you play it?
No, I don't play.
Do you have any other games?
These are the only two games.
No, two games?
Like a duck something?
Donald Duck and G-Lock.
Yeah.
Dang, that is cool. What would you want for it, you know? $10. I get 10.
Yeah.
Right on.
Yeah, I don't have a...
Did you find something else?
Another game.
Another game, and this one actually has a case.
Oh, cool.
So
Can I grab it?
Yeah, you can buy them online. I think they sell from anywhere because mine has 500 games on it.
So it looks like it was kind of heartbreaking to leave all those games out on the table.
Well, okay, so that Super Nintendo fine. She said they were N64. Obviously, they weren't. They were Super Nintendo. She was a really sweet old lady. She told me she still played them with her grandkids, so she wanted to hold on to them. And I'm pleading with her, well, is there anything that they don't play? She says, well, we don't really play the sports games. We want to keep all the Mario games. So I'm like, oh, great. I really wanted to hear the opposite of that, but whatever.
The exact opposite.
So I keep pulling out one after another: Mario World, Mario All-Stars, Mario Kart. I had to put those aside. She says, oh, I want to keep those. Donkey Kong Country, I want to put them aside. I pick up Mega Man X, and she says, yeah, they play it, but, you know, you could probably have that one. And I'm thinking, yes. And then I see in a pile Mega Man Soccer.
Nice.
Which is worth twice what Mega Man X is
Easily.
worth. So I'm really excited about this. And she says, oh, yeah, it's a soccer game. She doesn't want it. So I put this in my pile. I found a copy of Super Mario World. She said she didn't want to sell Mario games. She had two of them, so I grabbed that. And then I ended up with a Griffey baseball game and some Nigel World Championship racing game. Of some
you can
kind,
set those on fire.
But I'm really excited about Mega Man Soccer.
Oh, yeah.
So I got all
That's
these.
A nice find.
I offered her $10. She said sure. Honestly, I probably could have offered her 10 cents. She would have probably said yes. But I was pretty happy with mainly Mega Man Soccer in that bundle.
Yeah. I've never found Mega Man Soccer at a yard sale.
Yeah, it's the first time I've ever seen it. And then, as you can see, I found a Sega Game Gear. I started talking to the guy. He's like, no, we don't have any games. And he says he has an NES Classic that he might be willing to sell. It had 500 games on it. So I'm thinking it's either modded or it's a Chinese knockoff or something.
Yeah.
He said he had two of them, so he'd be willing to sell one of them. He started looking at the boxes. I was there for a while. You didn't see it, but he was looking at all these boxes. He couldn't find them. Meanwhile, the girl, she runs in the house. She comes out with the Game Gear with two games. I'm like, okay, great, let's sell it. And he says, oh, there's no power cord. I already have a power cord, actually.
The thing is so big.
I know.
Oh, it's got the battery extension. Oh, okay. That's
and I have the cord that goes into it, which he didn't have. But
okay.
We ended up with the first. There were just two games. She went in the house. She grabbed the third game. G-Lock Air Battle. I don't know. It's not worth much.
Crap.
Pengo.
Never heard of
It
it.
appears to be kind of a rare game. Like we were talking about this. Even the rare Game Gear games just aren't worth anything.
Nobody seems to care about Game Gear. I don't know why. Is it
the Lucky Dime Caper Donald Duck? I don't know. But $10 for all that. So I spent $20. I got 4 Super Nintendo games, and I got this. Oh, and one other thing. All right, so I'm on my way home. I'm about a half mile from home right now, and I see a garage sale sign. I take a quick right. I follow the signs. Newer neighborhood, which is not good, and all these Star Trek figures are laid out on the table. Ambassador Spock, Ambassador Unpronounceable,
Ambassador
Wesley Crusher.
He's not an ambassador.
No, I might actually burn that. Deanna. I almost said Deanna Crusher. I get roasted in the comments if I called her Deanna Crusher. Beverly Crusher, Deanna Troy. Some
You got the two females.
Another unpronounceable guy, and what's that one over there? Some Romulan guy. Anyway, they had $2 stickers on them. She wanted $2 a piece. It was almost noon, and they were sitting there in the sunshine on the table. I said, "Hey, how about I offer you $1 a piece for these? Take them off your hands." So I got, I think, 7 or 8 total. Which I don't know what I'm going to do with them. I just think they're really cool. I love the show.
Who doesn't love the show?
It's such an amazing show.
Does anybody not love Next
Honestly,
Generation?
It's the best.
Characters are so good.
It's the best piece of Star Trek, whether movie or TV show, that has ever existed or will ever exist.
The movies kind of sucked, but the show, the 7 seasons or whatever there was really good. Each character was a really cool sort of aspect of humanity. Counselor Troy, who's like super female,
and stuff.
really emotional and
so cool,
connected with.
She knows what you're thinking before you do.
She loves chocolate, the whole thing, and I love how each character represents kind of a slice of humanity. It's a really, really good show.
All right, so that was my day, and now we're gonna watch footage from your day. So let's roll tape.
There it is.
Would you take 20 for the PS2? Yeah. Yeah? Yeah. Are you asking for the system here?
I have no idea. She's going to be back in 2 minutes, so. You need to add this one to your.
Where was that? Oh, there's more games. How much are you asking for the games? How much for the system? Okay. Would you do 20 for the bag? Yeah. Okay.
So I went to a community sale, and in the past I've had a lot of really good success at this particular community sale. 2 years ago was probably my best day ever garage sailing.
Community sales are great. You can just
walked away
one
with
to another.
massive amounts of just Pokemon, piles of Pokemon games and DSs. It was great. Didn't do quite that well this morning. The first sign of video games I found was a table with a bunch of Xbox stuff, Xbox 360, consoles, games, controllers, all that stuff. And it was all overpriced. Everything was like, there was an Xbox controller for $15. But I found a silver PS2 Slim with a $25 price tag on it. So I grabbed it, the controller, I offered the guy $20. He said okay. I didn't buy any of the games. They were pretty overpriced.
I mean, PS2 games aren't worth anything anyway.
No, well, there were some Xbox games that I was tempted to get. It was mostly shovelware. I probably should have picked that up, but it was like $3 or $5, and I'm a cheapskate. But these PS2 Slims are pretty nice to have, and the silver one, I've never seen the silver one before.
I don't think I have either.
So I was pretty happy to get that, and for $20, I mean, if I were to go on eBay, it looks like they're around $60.
Wow.
So
that's really nice.
It's definitely better than paying an eBay price. So, and I got the silver controller with it too.
Memory card and stuff?
There's an off-brand memory card.
Yeah, it works.
It probably doesn't. Third-party memory cards are absolute crap. With some Wii stuff. At first I found Mario Kart, and I opened it up, and there was no disc in
saw
there.
the footage, like, oh, man!
And then I'm like, it's got to be around here somewhere. So I open up another case.
Tiger Woods, I think.
Yeah, some golf game. And there's the Mario Kart disc. So I'm like, all right, that works out pretty well.
Well, where's the Tiger Woods game?
Don't know, don't care. So the video took a while, and I kind of cut it off because the lady didn't know how much she was asking for the Wii. She had to go find her sister or something who was putting signs up and wait for her. And finally, she just called her and asked, and we offered her. My wife wanted some stuff. She got like a Coach purse and some other stuff. So we gave her like $35 for a bunch of stuff. The Wii itself with the games was like $25, I think.
That's not bad, because usually this game alone you can get probably $25 for.
Yeah, and normally I don't pick up Guitar Hero games, but this one is brand new, sealed, and it looks like there's some decent demand for this, so I might resell this.
It's
I
a
don't
great
have any
game.
interest in
I used to be a huge Guitar Hero Rock Band fan. This is my favorite of the entire series. The set list in this game is amazing. If you think you're good at this series and you've never played this game, put this in and play Through the Fire and Flames on Legendary. I'll kick your ass.
Anyway, I got home and there was a bonus disc inside.
Oh, no.
I love bonus discs, and it was Wii Sports.
You can do worse. You put it in a little envelope, you get $8 for it, you pay 50 cents for shipping or whatever.
There's a Wii console, there's 4 nunchucks and 4 remotes. And these games that I have here. So for $25, I think you could do worse than that.
You could definitely do worse than that.
It wasn't a great deal by any stretch, but another Wii console. This one is a black console, which has a little bit more demand for that. And there were a few games, not great games, Just Dance is crap. Wii Party actually has a little bit of value, and Super Smash Bros. Brawl is a slam dunk. Everybody likes Smash Brothers. So pay $20 for that lot. This one came with 2 Wii Motion Plus controllers. So that right there is worth $20. So
I never realized this, but there's no open up here to play GameCube, put GameCube controllers in it.
Yep.
I never knew that.
Yep.
I wonder why they saw it. They probably just did some research and they were like, as it turns out,
nobody's using that feature.
Yeah,
yep,
nobody's
that's
using
probably
it. I never realized it until this moment.
Yeah.
Interesting. But these Wii Motion Plus remotes.
Yeah.
You know, if you ever play Wii games, I know you and I aren't a big fan of the Wii, but there's still a few games that I play, like Metroid Prime Trilogy, for example. You notice the difference on the Wii Motion Plus. It's noticeably better than the regular ones. So yeah, these alone, I mean, I would imagine you pop like one of these on maybe eBay, you'd probably get like $15 for it.
I think so.
People really like these.
Yeah. This was one lot. Yeah, for $20 for this and that.
So Smash, there's no manual, I can already feel it. There's a code there for something.
Don't care.
So Wii Party?
Wii Party actually has a little bit of value. I was looking. GameStop will give you like $10 for it, so I might
really.
Just trade
GameStop gives you $10.
I know. I was kind of shocked. I looked it up.
This game, you could recycle it, I think.
I was thinking burn it with fire.
Is that it for you then?
Yeah, that's all I got.
Yeah, it wasn't a great. I actually hit quite a few sales. I was really excited. I got told a number of times, "Oh yeah, I have those old games. Yeah, I've got old Nintendo, Sega, whatever," because I did my spiel. And then they would always say, "Well, I'm not selling them." Or either my son still plays them, he would kill me if I sold them, or my husband plays them, or I play them. It's really hard to pry them out when they give you that answer. Like, yes, it's still hooked up to a TV, I heard once. I still play them. I love them. At that point, it's like, all right, Godspeed. It wasn't a great day. And then I got asked at one point if I was excited about the royal wedding. And honestly, I really wanted to laugh in her face when she asked me that.
The list of things that I care about more than the royal wedding, it's such a long list. It would literally, if I wrote this list down in a book, it would fill up a library of books on the things that interest me.
I am more
than
interested in everything that has ever happened in the history of the world or ever will happen.
Watching paint dry, for example.
More than I am.
More interesting to me.
I honestly, ask me who's getting married. What are their names?
I have no idea.
I couldn't even give you a first name.
Prince William Bartholomew the Third.
Buckinghamshire.
Who cares?
Don't care.
Who cares?
Don't care.
All right. Well,
oh my god, I'm a little heated there.
We'll see you guys next week.
All right, next week will be better.
Good luck out there.
Good luck.